Buonasera a tutti, Gru Village, Radio Monte Carlo, sono lieti questa sera di presentare il concerto di Metheny, che ho piacere, come vedete, di avere qui a fianco a me, Radio Monte Carlo, per il primo anno media partner proprio di questo bellissimo festival, bellissimo evento che è Gru Village. Hi Pat, how are you?
I'm great, how are you?
Oh, I'm fine
Good,
this moment
good.
and excited too.
Great.
I know you are a big friend with Radio Monte Carlo because we were the first radio in Italy to play your music, your songs many years ago with Nick the Night Flight. And if you look back at those years, what do you think about that young boy, young man?
Well, it's true. I always feel like I owe kind of a debt to the station, to Nick, and you know, all the other people too at the station who have really supported this music in such a special way over such a long time. I mean, you know, there was a sort of, I guess we could say, kind of like golden period of about maybe 15 or 20 years where you know, when I would play gigs here, it'd be for 5, 7, 8, 10,000 people a night, everywhere, all over Italy, and you know, a lot of that had to do with Nick playing that music, you know, and a lot of people became familiar with, you know, some fairly complicated stuff. It's not like we were just kind of playing some, you know, little things. I mean, the tunes were, you know, 8, 10, 12 minutes long. He would play the whole thing and talk about it, and as a result, there's this still amazing audience here in Italy that, you know, means every time I get the chance to come here, there's always lots of people, and of course I love the chance to play in Italy too. So it's all great, and I really do appreciate everything.
Ho ricordato a Pat che Radio Monte Carlo è stata la prima radio in Italia a suonare la sua musica, le sue canzoni tantissimi anni fa, parliamo forse della fine degli anni '80 con Nick the Night Flight, e gli ho chiesto se lui guarda indietro quegli anni che cosa vede, che cosa ricorda di quel ragazzo, di quel giovane uomo, e lui appunto dice di avere questo grandissimo ricordo di Nick the Night Flight, che appunto è stata la radio che l'ha lanciato. Sono stati anni molto importanti, ovviamente per lui da un punto di vista della sua carriera, ma anche proprio del potenziale di quanto Radio Monte Carlo e Nick the Night Flight gli abbia dato la possibilità di farsi conoscere in Italia, e ha definito quel periodo, quegli anni, come un periodo d'oro, e da lì è partito anche tutta una serie di concerti in Italia, un paese che continua a frequentare, in cui continua a venire, e gli piace ovviamente tornare in Italia a fare i concerti. You have such big career, 40 years, thousands of live shows, 20 Grammy Awards. Now, when you walk on the stage, how do you feel? Are you relaxed, or are you still excited?
Well, you know, it's a funny thing for me. Music represents something that's kind of beyond just the kind of nature of those type of feelings. For me, you know, it's probably the closest thing I could explain it to. It's a little bit like church for me, you know? I mean, music for me is something that is a transcendent aspiration to try to connect to something that goes beyond just the everyday things. And music is one of the places, I think, that most humans agree. There are things going on in music that represent things that we don't quite understand. So for me, every time I get the chance to play, it's a little bit like that. It's something that's very special. It's not so much excitement, or it's more kind of reverence or something to the idea of what music is.
Gli ho chiesto, dopo 40 anni di carriera e migliaia di concerti nel mondo e 20 Grammy Awards, che cosa prova oggi ancora quando sale su un palcoscenico? Se ci sale ormai rilassato, oppure se è ancora eccitato come i primi anni. È una via di mezzo quello che lui prova, nel senso che per lui la musica è come se fosse entrare in chiesa, è un'esperienza mistica, è un'esperienza trascendentale, ed è qualcosa che spiega in qualche modo certi aspetti, certi comportamenti dell'uomo, ma certi aspetti mistici dell'uomo che non riusciamo a spiegare a parole. Ecco, la musica invece arriva lì dove le parole non riescono ad arrivare. You continue after all these years to find new sounds, to mix new sounds. How and where do you find your inspiration for music?
Well, I occasionally hear interviews with musicians or read an article about a musician who talks about going out of music to find inspiration that they bring into music. And actually, I kind of envy that. I sort of wish I could do that. For me, music itself is fundamentally inspiring. At the moment I hear this note and that note, that's all I need. It's like, that's infinity for me. There's unlimited possibilities right there. So I have never really experienced that, what you're talking about, of like, oh, I got to go get some inspiration, from someplace. To me, it's all kind of contained in the music. And each new level, I guess, that I felt like I've gotten to as a musician has, and this is a cliche thing, but it opens up 1,000 more doors and has 1,000 more ideas in that one idea, and this goes forever.
E nella musica che lui trova tutto, perché gli ho chiesto, dopo tutta la produzione musicale che lui ha alle spalle, continua a trovare nuovi suoni, a mischiare, a mixare nuovi suoni. Allora dove trovi la tua ispirazione? Ha detto che tanti musicisti, tanti artisti hanno bisogno di vivere delle esperienze fuori dalla musica per poterle portare poi all'interno della propria produzione musicale. Lui invece resta nella musica per trovare la sua ispirazione. Dice, tra una nota e l'altra c'è l'infinito. E quindi è esattamente lì, nelle note, dentro la musica, che lui trova e continua a trovare ancora oggi la sua ispirazione. You travel a lot around the world with your job, with your music and your concerts. Is there a place that when you go in that place you feel like home in the world?
At this point, it's the whole thing, because I've spent so much time, as you said, traveling everywhere. I mean, I've probably spent as much time in Milan as I have anywhere else. It's like, the whole world kind of feels like home for me. And also that's enforced by wherever we go. I mean, right now we're coming from China and then Israel and now here. Wherever you go, everybody is kind of the same, really. And as much as people make of, oh, this is this and this is that, really we all have a lot more in common than we don't. And that is really reflected in music.
You have to feel at home everywhere you go with your jobs, I can imagine.
Well, it's useful. It's useful to have that quality. Also, I came from a very small town in Missouri, was very quiet. I had 17 years of quiet. That's always there. And that's, maybe the core for me. And I can always go to that inside. I can, I've got a big reserve of that. So chaos can be going on and somehow I'm always pretty cool.
Gli ho chiesto che insomma col lavoro che fa lui ovviamente gira il mondo, se c'è un posto in cui ogni volta che torna è come se si sentisse a casa sua, e dice che in realtà bisogna un po' anche col lavoro che fa, per il lavoro che fa bisogna essere capaci di ambientarsi in tutti i posti in cui si viaggia, in cui ci si trova, e che sì, oggettivamente dice, una volta sono a Milano, adesso sono in Italia, arrivo dalla Cina, in ogni posto in cui vado in realtà mi sento a casa mia. Questa sera lo troveremo sul palcoscenico di Gru Village con Antonio Sanchez alla batteria, William Simcock al pianoforte e Linda O invece al contrabbasso. Pat, thank you very much for being with us. We are waiting for you soon in Turin because this is an amazing town. If you have some time to visit it.
I would love to, and I've had the chance to visit here before a few times and I always have enjoyed it.
Ok, anche visitato Torino, che è una città bellissima, quindi ho avuto occasione di vederla. Enjoy your concert, your live. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye.